Hey friends, we just got home from a weekend away with Nathan's brother and his family. You guys will see a video of that in a few days. But we finally got home. It's about to start raining and we are trying to feed and water all the animals and get everything taken care of because it's supposed to be just a crazy downpour, bad storm, possibly hail, pretty much the rest of the night. So we're kind of rushed. But I'm just trying to check on everything. But I do still have a few more plants in the greenhouse that probably need watering. I've got my peppers and stuff still. And then I have a couple tomatoes, which I will be taking over to Jess's in a few days to get planted. It seems so incredibly wild that, like, as we're here, like, I'm saving things to be planted over there. It's just, when I think about it, it's crazy. Like, I still don't fully think it has sunk in, but as we are starting to, like, get things rolling on the house, and as we are starting to just kind of transition and put our focus towards those things, it's really starting to sink in that, oh wow, I mean, in a few short months, we're not going to be calling this place our home anymore. And that is incredibly wild. Oh, check this out. We got lots of weeds, but I feel like anytime we go away is when all the growth starts to happen. Look at these lettuces. These are like big. There's some volunteer. The spinach looks really good. Check out that garlic too. I do have a garden tour scheduled later, but give y'all some sneak peeks. I need to mulch these beds, that way I'm not having to come through and weed them near as much. This spinach is looking great. How big those leaves are. And then this little lettuce is doing really good too, so that's exciting. I could get stuck here for hours and it's raining, so I need to realize this is not priority. I did spot this as I was walking though. There is, look at these little bitty strawberries in here. Oh, that's kind of mushy. That one's falling apart. One more. I bet this, here we go. I bet this little thing's gonna be loaded here in a few days, but I'll go take Nathan a snack. Hey, I got you a snack.
I know, I saw, was that on the edge of it?
Yes, look. I mean, they're tiny, but what happened? You got soaking wet. You don't know how to operate
answer that
water.
question.
It's here. I don't want these. You can have them.
Charlie, you want them?
Oh, you gotta get the snacks now.
That's true. These are so good.
Don't let her know. Were they good?
Really good.
Really good. So what chores do you have left to do?
I've got to water one more rabbit, water the baby chicks, gather eggs, feed everybody. So
a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
We've actually been letting our meat birds come out and mingle with our laying hens, and it's actually working really well. They weren't mowing down this as quickly as we were hoping, just the meat birds, so we decided to go ahead and just let everybody hang out. And I would say it's been working relatively well.
Yeah, I mean, they're eating it down.
Yeah, they all just kind of co-mingle together, which is kind of funny. And then we actually have, yeah, we have a couple rabbits that are in here, and it's not been a problem either.
Everybody's coexisting.
Everybody's coexisting. It's been kind of fun. Oh my goodness, you have a huge bucket full of eggs.
I know.
Whoa. That's exciting. I love it whenever it gets that time of year to where the animals are laying again.
Save it for you. Right.
It's like nothing better than coming home from like a little mini vacation, which I literally just planted a garden and visited other farms, but that is my idea of a vacation. And then as soon, like, we literally dropped everything off in the house, got the kids settled, and like came out here. And I feel like everybody who farms and gardens and has animals fully understands that that is just life, right?
Right.
You come home and immediately start chores. Oh no, some fell out. Let me collect these real quick. Look at that color. Nathan, did you see these? Y'all! That's exciting. So we've just been having the hens, which I don't know which is which, but we've been having the ones lay a brown one and then like a really, really big white one. But this will be the first like green colored egg like that. That is exciting. Okay, this is a good haul. We've got an entire scoop bucket full. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna take these up here, but I'll come back. Nathan and I did want to answer some of y'all's questions that we've been getting quite a bit. Just wanted to go ahead and address some of those, and you know, now that our secret's out and our big news is out, kind of discuss more of like what that looks like for us here on our farm now, and how we are really trying to cherish the last season here. This is our last growing season here, and so really just trying to embrace that, but also look forward to what's to come, you know. And so I feel like that's kind of the season that we're in right now, is not wanting to get in a place where we don't enjoy the last thing that's going to be here. And we obviously want to set this up well to whoever comes and buys it. And they're in the season, they're just ready to kind of take off with it and thrive. So we did want to discuss some of those things with you guys, but let's get these chores done first. Oh, check this out. I planted a bunch of this. This was that red Russian kale and arugula, I think, in these grow bags. And, oh no, that's the arugula and red Russian kale. These are not as big. I wonder where the tag is in here. Let's see. This is the Chef's Medley lettuce mix. Look at that. These are like some perfect baby greens to throw on a bagel in the morning. That's going to be great. Oh my goodness. Check that out. These look good. Look at that stalk. Yes, yes. Hey, big girl. Hey, big girl, what you doing? You like grazing out here?
You hand me the water.
Is this fence on?
What?
Is the fence on?
Supposed to be.
I take that as a no.
It's supposed to be.
So the storm is certainly coming. The winds are starting to pick up. It's already starting to come down. While we're already kind of over here, and I just showed you guys a little glimpse of the rabbits, I do want to hit on that because, you know, we have been asked, are you taking your animals? Are you not taking your animals? If y'all caught Jess and Maya's video a couple days ago, you kind of know like what animals they're taking. The plan is to take the rabbits. However, we want to do things totally different than we do them now. Right now, we've got the rabbit hutch that we built onto the chicken coop. Nathan and I feel a lot better having some sort of rabbit schooner where we can graze them on grass how it's intended. Not that there's anything wrong with the cages. Nathan and I, just as we've been doing this more, we really just don't feel comfortable with that. And having that other little guy out here just free roaming and seeing just how happy they are, you know, we just kind of feel better about that. So our friend Sean is actually going to be building us a rabbit schooner where we can drag her across the pasture there at Jess and Maya's, kind of like what they're doing with their chicken schooner, except we'll just have rabbits in there. And so that is going to be the plan for whenever we move there, just to kind of start grazing our rabbits like that.
And we're creating a rabbit colony.
And we're going to create a rabbit colony. Right now, Nathan's thought is where the turkeys are over there is kind of what he's wanting to do.
Yeah. Turn that into a colony.
Turn that into a colony. Oh my goodness, I'm like, the rain is coming.
You're not gonna melt.
I may. And so the chickens, the plan is to take the chickens. However, if that became like a thing where whoever bought the property wanted the chickens, we would probably part with the chickens. When we bought this property, who we bought it from left us all their chickens. And so, you know, Nathan and I have just kind of agreed. The meat birds will have been like already harvested before we have to worry about moving.
Yeah, we don't have names for any of our chickens, so they can stay.
Yes, and if that's something that's going to help the next person just kind of get one step further, then obviously we're okay with that. But I think the plan is right now, obviously our dogs are going to come. The rabbits, we are going to get rid of some. If
somebody wanted some rabbits too, we could.
Yeah, if someone wanted some rabbits, we have enough to where we could. I'm about to come up here. When you get done, will you? I'll be on the back porch.
It'll be a minute.
I do melt, okay? I don't know what he's talking about. So we are planning on getting rid of some rabbits, like just some family members want some. And then we've decided to keep some and kind of rotate some out. And so that's our plan with that. But we don't really have a ton of animals, so it's not gonna be a huge transition. We have told Jess and Maya, we know that it's gonna take them a minute to kind of transition all that stuff. It's not like they're just going across town, you know, they're jumping states away. And so, you know, we've just left that offer up to them. If they just need to gradually move their animals, then we're obviously fine with that. Whenever we farm set for them, I've got a detailed list of everything that everyone eats and their feeding schedule. So I'm like, hey, I can handle this. Like, maybe not long term, but temporarily, like I can handle keeping all your things alive until you figure that out.
What are you doing?
You ready to answer some folks' questions?
Yeah, I'm giving my other daughter some attention.
Lily, I thought you were out here on the phone.
Me?
Yeah, you were talking to the dog.
Yeah.
Y'all, look, this is some real life. This is Nathan's coffee versus Jill's coffee.
Because I drink coffee.
I do too. It's just under there somewhere. Did you de-shed?
I'm working on it. Mama won't give me any loving if I got dog hair on me.
Y'all, June really wants a cat, and we are committed to get, like, we will have to have some sort of barn cat when we move. And so we were at my sister-in-law's this weekend, and they have a couple cats, and so I actually pet one. I was pretty proud, and I was okay. Like, my allergies weren't just insane, so I'm making progress. It depends. Like, our blue heeler, Lily, she's got that coarse hair. That's the stuff that gets me every time. You want to shimmy in?
They don't want to see me, they just want to see you anyway.
Oh, whatever. Look at that face.
See what I do to the camera?
Okay, y'all still with us?
You gotta edit that out?
Probably not. Okay, so now that the animals are fed and the rains, well, it looks like it stopped raining for a minute. We just decided to come under the porch here and answer some of the questions that we've been seeing. First of all, you know, I mentioned this in my, you know, this got emotional video, just thanking you guys, but honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, it has been such an overwhelming response, all the growth, all the new faces we have around here, just something about people linking arms and supporting our vision is huge, which is why we are huge proponents of asking you guys to share with us, you know, what you're believing for and how we can kind of, you know, support you guys from a distance with prayer and other things like that, because it just means so much. I think that that's just what's been so emotional to me, is how you guys have responded to this and just how happy you guys are for us, you know, like.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. That's, you know, I've read lots of the comments as well, and you know, the biggest part of dreaming for something and dreaming for something big is the waiting, you know. And now that this is becoming even more real, we still got a few more months to wait, you know.
Yeah. But now it seems like we're in that, like, we were driving home today and I told Nathan, I was like, I'm so ready to move. Like, now that I have wrapped my head around this is real, like, now I'm just ready. Like, I'm just ready to be there. I'm ready to do the daggum thing, you know? So Nathan's like, simmer down. We still got things to do here. We still have gardens to plant here. But one of the biggest questions you guys asked was if I'm gonna be keeping our name. And so we will. So Jess and Maya, you know, have started Roots and Refuge in Arkansas, but when they move, like, it will also be Roots and Refuge there, and it will be Whispering Willow Farm when we move there. And so that is something that we had all talked about, and we just, you know, when we talked about this a year ago, that was one of the things that was really important to both of us, to feel like they can just move what they've established somewhere else, and we can move what we've established there. And so that will stay the same. It'll still be Whispering Willow Farm. But it will still be everyone keeps calling it the OG Roots and Refuge, and that is true. So yeah, we will be taking over the OG Roots and Refuge, and that'll be just really special too, because you know, a lot of that stuff I have had a hand in planting and planning, you know, and so that's just been really cool too. I think Jess and I are planning to do a garden tour together kind of as a reference for me, and that'll just be a really special time. There's so many things out there that just seemed like the best way for me to kind of know where everything was just to like do a full-blown garden tour, and you guys will get to see that in the next coming months. But so far, I mean, like we mentioned in previous videos, we're just taking a huge shift. I still have some of the garden to plant. So I still have a couple more beds that need some filler space, which I'll finish doing that this week if the rain allows. But then the inside is pretty much what we're finishing out. Closets and bathrooms. We do have a big kind of bathroom remodel we're gonna do.
Yeah, there's lots of projects, but the bathroom, you know, we've kind of started, and we're not gonna obviously leave it unfinished. And so just finishing that remodel, finishing flooring in all the closets, you know, trim,
which I'm thankful for a situation like this. Like, obviously we're outside people, and even I joke around with you guys, like, cleaning the house is hard for me, because if I have the option to clean the house or be outside, like, I'm gonna go outside every day, like every day, like, you know. And so being put in a situation with like this, when, you know, Jess had texted me the other day and she's like, I mean, we're into weeks, like we're moving in just a few weeks, and I'm like, I think it was like 12 or 14 weeks or something, and that's when I was like, oh snap, like we got a lot to do around here. And so it really has been just like get the garden planted, and then our huge shift's gonna be inside finishing up projects, making everything to where, you know, the next person that comes in here can just get started and succeed. But that's really kind of been, as far as us trying to get all of our affairs in order. You know, we don't have very many animals. We do have the luxury that we're not moving states away. We are just, you know, about an hour away from here, so it'll be easy to transition animals out. It'll be easy to just kind of move furniture and stuff here and there. I am already starting to pack things up. So like our schoolroom that we're not using, we're packing up, which is just making it seem a lot more real to me. I mean, don't you think so?
Absolutely. So
it's hit you, like officially hit you?
Yes, I mean it has. It'll really hit me the week before, but you know, I just know that I've got my hands full, plenty of work for the next couple months to, you know, keep me busy. So luckily we're gonna hire a lot of it out, but it's just gonna be some busy weekends and busy nights, and
it's exciting though. It's easy to do the work now when we know what we're when we know what we're going to.
Absolutely.
It makes it a little easier.
Yep.
But we just wanted to kind of give you guys an update with what was going on, because these are just, we were, you know, constantly seeing, you know, the same questions asked. We thought, well, you know what, we'll just kind of give you guys an update on what's going on, what we're working on. And you guys will probably be seeing a lot more of that in our, you know, daily vlogs. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of garden content, but as things are shifting, there's going to be this stretching period where our content is going to shift as well. And so that's just part of the growth, right? Part of the growth. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.